Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us today to celebrate the class of 2020 for OHDELA in our virtual graduation ceremony. From our live stream graduation page, please leave a message of congratulations to our 2020 graduates on our Padlet. It is my honor to now introduce 2020 graduate Cheyenne Riggs in reciting our Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Cheyenne. Now, also, please join OHDELA Class of 2020 graduate, Miss Kaylee Lee, who will be singing our national anthem today.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Again, that was Kaylee Lee, OHDELA Class of 2020 graduate. Thank you so much, Kaylee. That sounded beautiful. I want to officially welcome you here today and say good afternoon to all OHDELA graduates, family, friends, and loved ones. It is my pleasure to welcome you and help celebrate OHDELA's Class of 2020. My name is Jamie Campbell, and I am the principal here at OHDELA. I want to take a moment to recognize all of the members with us today watching our live stream, including our Board of Education members, members of our national team, Ohio Council of Community School Representatives, and most importantly, I want to recognize our 2020 graduates, families, friends, and loved ones. Thank you for joining us on this special day. This is my 17th year in education, but my second year at OHDELA, and I can say I am honored, proud, and humbled to be standing before you today. The energy and the excitement leading up today has been contagious. Knowing your stories and the obstacles you have overcome and the triumphs you celebrate now on your graduation day is the reason I went into education. Graduates of 2020, I want you to pause for a moment. Look up from the screen that you're watching now and reflect on your schooling. Take a moment to look around the room at who is surrounding you in your home, or who might be joining us on that live stream. These people around you and on the live stream are the people that comprise the village and army that have supported you and are your biggest cheerleaders. They have helped you to be able to stand here today. Now, close your eyes and picture your classmates also joining us today. Be proud of them just as you are proud of yourselves. I want to also take a moment to recognize the OHDELA teachers, advisors, and support staff who are joining us and watching today. Graduates, these are the people who were on the other side of the computer each morning you woke up to attend school. These teachers believe in you now, and they believe in your future. They are a passionate group of educators who have also helped you get to this moment today. But today, we are celebrating you. We celebrate all the moments that brought you here today. Each day, you opened up your computer, you powered it on, entered your credentials, and suddenly you were immersed in your education. We saw you on the other side of that screen. We read your responses in the chat box during live session, and we heard your voices on the microphones. We saw you on webcam reading your poem during our literary showcase. We saw your strength and your courage at our state test sites, showing your knowledge and stepping up to the plate. We also heard your stories. We know why you came to OHDELA, whether it was to escape bullying at your former school, or to receive a more individualized instruction, or to be able to work a job while going to school, or even to graduate early. We are honored to have been able to stand with you every step of the way and provide the type of education you needed to be successful. I would now like to introduce two very special people at OHDELA. Miss Victoria Smith is our 12th grade advisor who will be introducing our first student speaker. Miss Smith has energetically supported the graduates this year and always with a smile on her face. Our second special guest today is Miss Tara Michaels. She is our high school math teacher and our National Honor Society advisor at OHDELA. Miss Michaels has been with us and a beloved member of OHDELA for 13 years, and she will proudly introduce our second student speaker. And now I'll turn it over to Miss Smith.
Our first student speaker is OHDELA class of 2020 graduate Cheyenne Riggs. She is the daughter of Heather and Roger. This is Cheyenne's first year at OHDELA, but in that time, she has made a lasting impression on her classmates and her teachers. Cheyenne is a favorite among her fellow students. She has an awesome sense of humor and a great deal of insight into the workings of the world for someone so young. She strives to do her best and is always willing to take constructive criticism because she wants to be even better. These things make Cheyenne Riggs, or Riggsy as her peers call her, a success, which follow her well into her adult life. One teacher described Cheyenne as a talented artist with a passion for learning. Her positive attitude is an inspiration for others and for me as well. Cheyenne plans to attend college to study graphic design. Please join me in welcoming Cheyenne Riggs.
Class of 2020, we finally completed our 12 years of hard work. This is a day we have waited for as we hear our names called and the last shout of classmates rings from the crowd. We shed our final tears and say goodbye to those teachers who have helped us grow throughout the years. When we looked at ourselves when we were younger, we saw doctors, teachers, singers, dancers, artists, astronauts, and many more exciting paths as we grew. We have hatched from squirmy little caterpillars to beautiful butterflies, with our wings spread wide and our heads held high. When we were younger, we never ever thought that we would get out of school. Well, we did it. We can now look at our parents and grandparents and tell them we did it. Many of us will join the workforce, and the rest of us will continue our education and go to college. Either way that we choose, we will take our own paths. We will do this and wipe our fears of the big bad world away. When we were younger, we were afraid we would never leave Mom and Dad in our childhood homes. Well, guess what? We will. Right now, as I speak, we are beginning our journey. When we look at ourselves, I bet we never thought of ourselves the way that the rest of the world does. It is time to now view ourselves the same way others do. The future is ours. The people beside you and those in the outside world will serve to help you to reach your path you design for yourself. You are the next workforce, the next parents, and the next teachers of tomorrow. Instead of thinking that you can't do something, put the camera on your phone and look at yourself in your cap and gown. Remember the hard work you did to get to this moment. All of those moments that you wanted to throw your hands up and give in to the stress you overcame. You powered through trials and errors, being told countless times that you needed to fix something, and in the end, you prevailed, passing all obstacles. Look at your parents and the many teachers here, watching this ceremony. Thank every teacher, because without their help, this moment would not have been possible. They have gone through those same obstacles with you. They have inspired that fire that burns so brightly in your eyes. In the words of Denzel Washington, fall forward. So, as we say our goodbyes and shed our final tears as a class, I wish you all well, and please remember to always fall forward.
Thank you, Cheyenne. Our next speaker is OHDELA Class of 2020 graduate, Caine Speaker. Caine is the son of Scott and Pam Speaker. Caine has been an OHDELA student since 2007 when he was a kindergartner. During his time at OHDELA, Caine has maintained an exceptional academic record. He graduates today with honors and an honors diploma. In addition to his high school diploma, Caine has also earned 63 college credit hours through our CCP program. He is also involved in the school and his community. He is a member of the OHDELA chapter of the National Honor Society, where he served this year as our president. About Caine, his former teachers say he demonstrates excellence, leadership, kindness, and a great determination to succeed, and that his unwavering character just stands out. Caine will be attending Baldwin Wallace College and majoring in political science with a minor in international studies. Please join me in welcoming Caine Speaker.
Hello 2020 graduates. My name is Caine Speaker, and I've had the privilege and high honor of being the president of the National Honor Society this past and final year of high school. I want to start off by thanking all of you for being here, and thanking the teachers and faculty at OHDELA for making this event possible. Without your efforts, not only would this event fail to occur, but there's a high chance that most of us graduating students wouldn't be who we are today without your guidance. As the class of 2020, we have been through a lot this past year. It goes without saying that these times are stressful. Our entire lives we've worked for this day, when we finally walk up on stage and receive our diplomas, gaining recognition for our accomplishments and struggles thus far in life. Unfortunately, even this has been taken from us, as we congregate today not in an auditorium before a stage, but in a nondescript room behind a computer screen. But as we so often find, there's a silver lining to be found among the chaos. Consider the world around us. Nothing has gone to plan for some time now, as it's all been derailed without warning by a virus that we have little to no control over. Every month there's something new, to the point where there's simply too much to keep track of. It seems impossible to find a light at the end of the tunnel. Now close your eyes and reflect on the lives that we've lived. We've always been taught to work hard for what we wish to achieve, and that we'll be rewarded for our efforts. That if we work hard enough, anything can be done. It's said that the ultimate goal of life is to make an impact on the world around you. So I ask you all this: what better time is there to make an impact than right now? Though one may see the world as chaotic, I see it as a rich profusion of opportunity. This is a time of change, not only for ourselves but for the world. Just as we've recently made the transition into adulthood, gaining independence from our caring families and growing as individuals, the world is transitioning as well. We've grown from a blank slate to the people that we are today. We all have plans for tomorrow, goals for this year, and dreams for the future. This ever-changing path that we've traveled is that of the Earth on a much smaller scale. Just as this is currently a period of great change for ourselves, this is a period of great change for our world, and it's our responsibility as the next generation of adults to guide it in the right direction. In a time in which division is most prevalent, we must all come together as a people if we're to overcome the issues rocking the planet. People of all races, of all genders, of all political parties, and all societal standings. We've all been brought up from an uninfluenced canvas to the people that we are today. This is a time to explore our individualism as adults and make our own decisions. The world is always changing, and clearly 2020 is a year of substantial change. What better people to lead this change than our generation? We've been through so much already that we've grown prepared for the long road ahead. Instead of being beaten down by the challenges we've been met with, we've conquered them. Just as there are challenges that humanity is experiencing, we will overcome them as we always do. The question is how, and will these changes be for better or worse? It's our generation's job to lead these changes. Let's make this a better world not just for us, but for our children, our grandchildren, and their children after that. So class of 2020, I ask you to recognize the life you've lived. Not only the hardships of this past year, but your experiences throughout life. They've crafted you into who you are now, and your experiences will continue to change your sense of self as time passes. But today is a day of celebration, a day to appreciate who you've become, and the great things that you've achieved so far. Live in the moment and forget about the world for a second. It'll certainly still be there tomorrow. Join me in celebrating our efforts, because Lord knows we've earned it. Class of 2020, this day belongs to you.
Thank you to both of you, Cheyenne and Caine, for wonderful speeches. We appreciate you reciting your speeches, practicing, and getting those to us for our virtual ceremony today. Don't forget, go to our graduation webpage to leave a shout out and a message for your 2020 graduate on our Padlet. At this time, we'd like to recognize and celebrate all members of OHDELA's class of 2020 through our senior slideshow. As this slideshow is playing, recognizing our seniors, Miss Tara Michaels and Miss Victoria Smith will be reading each graduate's name. Enjoy.
Brandy Abner. Logan Adams. Toshe Akins. Amal Ali. Hannah Engel. Amber Anton. Samuel Bailey. Bridget Bates. Sarah Beck. Daniel Berenix. Paulina Bernal Jimenez. Maya Beverly. Benedette Bea. Zane Bishop. Evan Blankenship. Gabriel Budenschatz. Calvin Borntrigger. Daniel Branch. Claire Byler. Fred Caine. Martha Calabrese. Connor Canfield. Adeline Carlson. Ashley Carpenter. Anthony Carico II. Nicholas Casey. Gage Castellano. Jacinia Castro. Elijah Chapman. Michael Shavanik. Jacob Clark. Hannah Coe. Emily Cole. Brittany Collins. Michael Cook. Sequoia Cook. Tyler Cruza. Dana Davila. Sheridan Danzy. Sojude Darazine. Alondra Delgado. Tayana Dennis. Marissa DeBlair Rosales. Kaylee Dreisbaugh. Brianna Dummett. Hayden Dyer. Olivia Edge. Daniel Elliott. Brandy Elliott. Caleb Erickson. Jamie Fettler. Damian Finn. Alexander Finnegan. Darlene Fisher. Michaela Fitzgerald. Carrington Foreman. Kennedy Foreman. Joelle Forney, Emily Forst, Kimberly Firth, Andrew Fry, Roman Furl, David Futo, Evangelo Giovannis, Faith Hager, Angeli Hampton Copley, Ariana Hanshaw, Skylar Hansen, Joseph Harbaugh, Marion Harrell, Diamond Harwell, Serenity Heath, Matthew Henson, Elise Hogan, Emmanuel Holloway, Emily Howe, Dylan Hughes, Daiza Hunter, Dakota Hupp, Lillian Ingram, Seth Jackson, Haley Jurgens, Caleb Johnson, Letitia Johnson, Shania Johnson, Elena Johnson, Haley Jones, Uliza Yares, Austin Kiernan, Nico Kennedy, Alexander Kirkchuk, Haley King, McKaylee Kirkland,
Haley Klejka, Christopher Contra, Benjamin Kramer, Pilar Kunkel, Haley Lee, Brianna Lewis. Rachel Lewis. Hannah Lovett. Miranda Ludwig. Benjamin Luoma. Abby Luther. Maya Lutz. Amber Macco. Ashley Macco. Adam Madama. Haley Madrid. Jason Mansell. Molly Mansell. Lauren Mansfield. Lacey Mather. Demetra Mayer. Courtney Mail. Jatia McElroy. Kylie McKeever. Dalen Mead. Elvia Mendoza. Samuel Millam. Sarah Millam. Samantha Mitchell. Melissa Moody. Kelly Naylor. Abigail Knopfziger. Gabriella Oshute. Melody Oliver. Blaze Onifrey. Catherine Osman. Sharia Owens. Jillian Painter. Brendan Parsons. Hope Pina. Naomi Perkins. Jonathan Perry. Ayla Phillips. Sanjaya Pittman. Jade Powell. Kendall Powell. Kirsten Pruitt. Diana Ray. James Renee. Alana Ray. Shania Richardson. Trent Reel. Cheyenne Riggs. Trey Riggs. Troy Riley. Victoria Ritchie. Elizabeth Rout. Michael Roy. Sophie Ruffner. Alyssa Salyers. Brian Scott. Jenna Sheen. Leah Schick. Macy Shipper. Wiley Sylvia. Cheyenne Smith. Garrett Smith. Sarah Sutherland. Caine Speaker. Jenna Spillman. Ryan Stewart. Caitlin Sutton. Austin Tackett. Alexis Taylor. Alexander Thomas. Marseille Thomas. Mackenzie Thomas. Tyla Tillis. Joshua Tripp. Caitlin Tuttle. Elizabeth Twig. Logan Yule. Reagan Walker. Ashley Walls. Dominic Watson. Lily Williams. Ariana Willis. Nathaniel Wilson. Alanye Wright. Cameron Wright. Crystal Weimer. Jonathan Yaris. Stephanie Ziegler. Zoe Zura.
Thank you for a wonderful slideshow. It was really neat to see all of your faces and recognize your talents and what you're doing after graduation. A special thanks to Miss Michaels and Miss Smith, who read aloud the names to give you that recognition, and Miss Lori Davis, our English 10 teacher, who helped us put together that slideshow. Now it is time for the confirmation of degrees. So graduates, even though you're at home, please stand. Be recognized among those around you. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and completion of all requirements, I confirm upon you, OHDELA, class of 2020, your high school degree with all of the rights and privileges appertaining to. And now we're going to hear from fellow graduate Brittany Collins, who will lead you in the moving of your tassels.
Congratulations, my fellow graduates. Class of 2020, you may now be passing from right to left to acknowledge that you're now a graduate.
Thank you so much, Brittany. A final reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you do go to that OHDELA graduation page and leave a message of congratulations to your graduate on our Padlet. I have a few words today in closing. Today, we have recognized a group of young people who have worked very hard to accomplish lofty and, for many, seemingly insurmountable goals. You, the students, have proven that you can beat all odds and succeeded when so many of their peers have not. Your dedication and hard work, in conjunction with your positive attitudes, have helped you through challenging times. Each of you with us today has your own internal drive that has been influenced by outside forces. Now, students, you probably thought your days of quizzes and tests were behind you for at least a little while, but I have one last two-part test for you. Part one, I want you to think and name the 5 wealthiest people in the world, and name the last 5 people who have won the Nobel Peace Prize. How did you do? The point is, very few people ever remember the headliners of yesterday. These people are the best in their field, but the applause fades, the awards tarnish, and the achievements are all but forgotten. Now, the final test. One more question. See how you can do on this one. Think of someone who has made you feel appreciated or special, and name 3 people in your life who have helped you through a difficult time. I bet question number 2 was easier. And so here's your final lesson to be learned. The people who make a difference in your life are not usually the ones with the most credentials, the most money, or the most awards. Often, they are simply the ones who care about you the most. Sometimes they even believe in you more than you believe in yourself. We all need people around us who believe in our success and people who inspire us. Some of us are inspired by a family member, by a teacher, by a neighbor, or by a friend. None of us do it alone. Our positive state of mind and our drive to succeed comes not only from within, but also from those outside forces. A few final closing words to cap off a wonderful, albeit different, celebration of you, OHDELA graduates. One of my favorite graduation quotes is from Steve Jobs. It's a short one. It's stay hungry, stay foolish. What does that mean for your future? Stay hungry. Never be satisfied and always challenge yourself to get better and to be better. Be bold and be fierce. Stay foolish. This means being willing to keep trying things that other people say are impossible and cannot be done. Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you think, smarter than you know, and loved by more than you know. So OHDELA, class of 2020, on behalf of the school board, OHDELA administration, all of the teachers, advisors, and all of our staff, congratulations, you did it.